Upper Cumberland, Mila Walker.
If you could have one animal from the zoo as a pet, what would you choose? So if you could have one animal from the zoo as a pet, which animal would you choose?
I would choose an elephant because I could sit on it and prove to once I am taller than people.
I understand that problem as well.
Winterfest, Shayla Redmond.
What is your favorite season and why? What is your favorite season and why?
My favorite season is winter because I love all the snow because it's really pretty and white.
Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the competition for our Little Miss contestants. We will now move on to our preteen division with our top 5 announcement. Now, this is in no particular order. Jolie Morgan. You got it. Just step. There you go. Right there. Right there. There you go. Brooklyn Pedigo. Emily Banks. Elizabeth Clapp. And our 5th one here. Ivy Maples. Great thank you to all of the non-finalists. You may exit the stage at this time. Now, could I please ask the preteen Tennessee United States, Nevaeh Lawson, and preteen Southeast Region, Cagney Bennett, to join me on the stage, please. I guess we will start with Jolie Morgan.
What do you think your best friend would say if asked what they like about you the most? What do you think your best friend would say?
My best friend would say that I'm very caring, kind, and friendly to everyone around me. Thank you.
Brooklyn Pedigo.
What words would you use to describe the type of friend that you are? What words would you use to describe the type of friend that you are?
I am honest and very loyal to my friends, and I really think that is a great kind of friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Emily Banks.
Thank you. Do you think you or your classmates pay too much attention to social media? That's a good question. Do you think you or your classmates pay too much attention to social media?
Yes, I do, because during class, my friends play on iPads, and I think we shouldn't have iPads. Thank you.
Elizabeth Clapp.
All right, describe a typical weekend for yourself. So describe a typical weekend for you, okay?
A typical weekend for me is going to dance for 3 hours and then going to church. That's a typical weekend for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
We will now move on to our junior teen division with our top 5 announcements.
I think we got one more.
Oh, you got one more? Oh, Ivy Maples. We do have one more, yeah.
What is one thing you can't live without? So what is the one thing that you can't live without?
The one thing that I feel that I cannot live without is my stuffed cow. He has always been there for me, even when I am upset, and I got him when I was born. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
She could also live without me leaving her off the list there, wouldn't she? You also live without that, yeah. We will now move on to our junior teen division with our top 5 announcement. Now, ladies, in no particular order, please step forward as I call your name. Bailey Alley. Savannah Fuller. Emily Helton. Leanna Marcy. Our last in our top 5, Tatum Ellis. Great thank you to all of our non-finalists. You may exit the stage at this time. Now, could I please ask junior teen Tennessee United States, Emma Kahn, to join me on the stage, please. And our first question will go to Bailey Alley.
What is a talent or ability you wish you had and why? So what a talent or ability do you wish you had and why?
If I could have one ability, it would definitely be able to pull a bow and arrow. That's something I can work on at home by just stretching, and it'd be really helpful for cheer. Thank you.
Thank you, Bailey.
Savannah Fuller.
is the best gift you have ever given to someone? So what is the best gift you have ever given to anybody?
The best gift that I have ever given to someone was one of my puppies. We have so many animals that we couldn't take care of all of them at once, so I gave a really happy family a really happy puppy.
Thank you, Savannah.
Emily Helton.
What do you treasure most in life? What do you treasure most in your life?
What I treasure most in my life is probably my friends and family, because I wouldn't be the person I am today without them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Leanna Marcy.
How can we convince people to get involved in community service? How can we convince people to get involved in community service?
I think a way we can convince people to be in community service is to definitely tell kids what comes out of it. You get the experience of helping people, and having that feeling inside is the best feeling ever. And I think if we told kids that, then they would be willing to participate in community service. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tatum Ellis.
What type of things do you do to help your parents and community? So what type of things do you do to help your parents and community?
Some things that I definitely do is tell them what I've learned at school. A lot of things that I come from my knowledge, I come from school. So like community service, I understand that is something that you can do that is absolutely amazing. And I would love to share that with my parents.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. Would you please exit the stage for me? Thank you. And we will now move on to our teen division with our top 5 announcement. All right, ladies, in no particular order, would you please step forward as I call your name? Lexi Caldwell. Jordan Henniger. Blakesley Bassett. Peyton Stockman. And our last finalist, Abby Dalton. And thank you so much to our non-finalists. You may exit the stage at this time, ladies. And now I would like to please ask Teen Tennessee United States Sarah Ward to join me on the stage, please.
Our first question goes to
Lexi Caldwell.
give us an example of a good role model and bad role model in today's society. So give us an example of who you think is a good role model and a bad role model in today's society.
Okay, this should be pretty easy. Taylor Swift, good role model. She builds girls up. She's helped me build my confidence. I go to all of her concerts, by the way. Bad role model, Miley Cyrus. Oh my gosh, y'all. Her buns and her craziness and her, yeah. So those are my good and bad role models. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jordan Henniger.
What do you feel are the biggest issues teens face today, and how can they overcome those issues? So what do you feel are the biggest issues teens face today, and how can they overcome those issues?
I feel teens face the issues of peer pressure, and I think it's important that anyone knows everything is possible. I wasn't supposed to be able to walk, but today I'm here walking the stage. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our next question goes to Blakesley Bassett.
Thank you. Who is your favorite celebrity to follow on social media, and why? So who is your favorite celebrity to follow on social media?
I love to follow Sabi Robinson because she always posts uplifting posts that really makes my day.
Thank you.
Peyton Stockman.
You can trade places with one of these two people, Taylor Swift or Kate Middleton. Who would you choose and why? So if you could trade places with one of these two people, Taylor Swift or Kate Middleton, who would you choose and why?
I would definitely have to pick Taylor Swift because she has lived such an amazing life by being a singer and has shown her faith through Jesus, through her songs. And she never lets whatever people say about her affect her abilities. And she is so inspiring. So definitely Taylor Swift. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Taylor Swift just sold another 22 million albums just there, just right there. Yeah. Next question goes to Abby Dalton.
Do you consider yourself a good friend, and what does it mean to be a good friend? So do you consider yourself a good friend, and what does that mean to be a good friend?
I do consider myself to be a good friend. I'm actually competing against one of my best friends right now, and I love her to death. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Abby.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. Would you please exit the stage for me? We will now move on to our Miss and Miss Woman division. Would you ladies come please out? I would also like to ask Miss Tennessee United States Paige Glass to join me on the stage, please. Now, our first question will go to Shay Brown.
Do you prefer to be dressed up or dressed down? Do you prefer to be dressed up or dressed down?
I prefer to be dressed up. Dressed up gives you confidence. It makes you feel so beautiful. I've been dressing up since I was a little kid, so I definitely prefer to be dressed up.
Thank you.
Ashley Ingram.
What slogan or motto best describes your view on life? So what best slogan or motto describes your view on life?
For aggressive goals, you have to have aggressive work ethic. And I've stood behind that the whole time that I have been working towards this goal of standing on this stage today. And I've worked so hard to be here, and I'm so excited to be standing here in front of you all today. And that is just how I want to live my life. If I'm going to continue to set aggressive goals like this one, I have to work just as aggressively.
Thank you, Ashley.
Our next question goes to Courtney Thompson.
What's more important, book smarts or street smarts? What's more important to you, book smarts or street smarts?
Book smarts, because you can get better in life with book smarts the more you know and knowledge.
Thank you, Courtney.
Next up is Bailey Griffith.
Do you consider yourself a good leader? If so, can you give us an example of one of your leadership roles? Do you consider yourself a good leader? If so, can you give us an example of one of your leadership goals?
I do. I consider myself a good leader. Every Sunday I teach Sunday school, and all the kids look up to me, and it's something I look forward to every week.
Thank you.
And our last question goes to Stephanie Turner.
Thank you. We have many freedoms in this country. What freedom do you value the most? Many freedoms in our country, so which freedom do you value the most?
I would say the freedom of religion, even though it's kind of a conflict with a lot of people. I think it's really important that we have the freedom of religion in our country and that everybody's allowed to practice the way that they want to. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much, ladies. Would you please exit the stage for me? Great job. And now we will move on to our Mrs. Division with our top 5 announcement. Would you ladies please come out? All right, ladies, in no particular order, please step forward when I call your name. Ashan Dixon. Just 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Still don't go nowhere. Okay, gotcha. Our next young lady is Chandra Ladner. Joy Williams. Brittany Pointer. And our 5th lady will be Sarah Murray. And a great thank you to all of our non-finalists. Ladies, you may exit the stage for me at this time. Also, could I please ask Miss Tennessee, United States, Shelley DeVota, to join me on the stage, please. Thank you, Shelley. And our first question will go to LaShawn Dixon.
What is the most unforgettable family experience? So what is your most unforgettable family experience?
My most unforgettable family experience would have to be around the holiday times. My family gets together and we celebrate each other. We celebrate life, we celebrate our legacy, and we celebrate the importance of time. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. And when we're able to get together during the holiday times, we really make sure that we spend that time valuing each other and making an impact on each other's lives. Thank you.
Thank you, LaShawn.
Chandra Ladner.
What creative activities do you enjoy doing? What creative activities do you enjoy doing?
I really enjoy writing. I'm actually a published author of 2 children's books and an illustrator. I majored in art history and biology. I have the natural talent to do this. And what's beautiful about it is that I get to share my books with so many children and influence them to also live their dreams and that they can pursue this as well.
Thank you.
Next question, Joy Williams.
Should community service be mandatory in our schools? Why or why not? Do you think community service should be mandatory in our schools?
I believe that community service is something that everybody should participate in at some point in their life. It is so fulfilling. Our kids are homeschooled, and so I do believe that the school system should require some type of community service, and we teach it to our children on a daily basis. So we actually feed the hungry on Sundays whenever we have the opportunity, and then I also work with the ALS committee in Tennessee to put together charity events. So I do believe that it's very important and should be in schools. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brittany Pointer.
What advice would you give to your future self if you could go back in time? What advice would you give to your future self?
That is such a great question. The advice I would give to my future self would be relax, go with the flow, be yourself. You're going to thrive and succeed just the way that you are. Use your imperfections to power the way through to the future. That's exactly what I would say to myself.
Thank you.
Sarah Murray.
What's at the top of your bucket list? What is the top of your bucket list?
Well, I'm pretty blessed because I've already started and gotten pretty far into my bucket list. My husband was active in the Army, and we were posted in Germany for 4 years. So we had the opportunity to travel Europe and Africa, and it was wonderful. However, every time we did travel and check off a city or a country, we added probably 5 more places that we wanted to go. So our list just keeps getting longer. And now that we have a son, we really hope to pass on that love of wanderlust and wanting to explore and experience other cultures.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. You guys can exit the stage, and thank you, Shelley DeVota. Thank you. You didn't think I could get it, did you? Got it. All right, great job, ladies. We will now wrap up on stage questions with our Miss Division, with our top 5 announcements. And let me get Miss Tennessee, United States, Blakely, to join me on stage, please. Oh, we're doing the top 5. That's right. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself, isn't I? Yeah. Yes. All right, once again, ladies, in no particular order, would you please step forward when I call your name? Sarah Yarborough. Rainey Leslie. Peyton Patterson. Caitlin Graves. Our last top 5 finalist, Olivia Davis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please, all of our non-finalists, thank you so much. Big thank you. Thank you, guys did wonderful. You can exit the stage at this time. Thank you so much. And I want now to ask Miss Tennessee, United States, Blakely, to join me on stage, please, for our questions. How many seconds we're in a day again? I'm trying to write that down. 86,400 seconds in a day. I think I used up about 160,000 a day. Well, that's calories. I don't know if that's, yeah. Our first question goes to Sarah Yarborough.
Besides keeping you connected to friends and family, name an additional benefit of social media. Besides keeping you connected to friends and family, name an additional benefit of social media.
An additional benefit of social media are websites like LinkedIn, because you can put your resume on there, and actually employers can find you, and you can get you a really, really good job from doing that, because I did that, and I have the best job ever if you ask me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yarborough.
Rainey Leslie.
How do you handle rejection? How do you handle rejection?
I mean, of course, rejection is a hard thing for everyone. Last year, I stood here and got first runner-up on this stage, and for me, it was a sad time, but I pushed through it, and I just thought that I would come back and work harder on every aspect. So for me, I take rejection as motivation and determination to keep going. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up is Peyton Patterson.
What is the biggest lesson you have learned in life so far? What is the biggest lesson you have learned in life so far?
I think the biggest lesson that I've learned in life so far is to be myself. I guess criticism going through high school, everyone goes through it when you grow up, but I think learning that you're more than that, and you're not the person that people say you are, and that's, thank you.
Thank you.
Caitlin Graves.
You will find in life that 2 kinds of people exist, leaders and followers. How do you fit into this, and tell me why? How do you fit in life? You will find in life 2 kinds of people exist, leaders and followers. How do you fit into this, and tell me why?
I believe that I fit into the leaders. I believe that it's definitely okay to be different. I think unique people are beautiful. So through life, I have actually been a leader. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, our last question goes to Olivia Davis.
Why do you feel that pageants are still relative in today's society? Why do you feel that pageants are still relative today in today's society?
I think pageants are still relative in today's society because they're actually not just about beauty.
I'm here with all these beautiful ladies that actually have brains and beauty, and that's something that's so incredible. We're actually spreading awareness. You know, we're promoting something that's a brand, and we're serving as ambassadors. And I myself am a mentor for an organization, and if it wasn't for pageants, I would have never been involved in that, and I would have never had a voice, and I'm so honored to be up here and able to share that with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Great job, ladies. You ladies can exit the stage. And now that concludes tonight's competition. Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we will learn who will be the next Tennessee United States title holders. Now, this organization has been so fortunate to have these lovely, active, and elegant ladies who have demonstrated their commitment to their community and their state throughout this past year. Now, this evening will be a little bittersweet for many of us. We are excited to crown our new queens, but in order for that to happen, we must say goodbye to our 2016 queens. So please join us as we say goodbye. Let's give all of our 2016 queens a round of applause. You guys have been fabulous. Little Miss Tennessee, McKenna Ward. Little Miss South. Oh, you're giving them something. Okay. I didn't know you was giving them a gift. And our Little Miss Southeast region, Gratian Delph.
In case you guys don't already know, one of the greatest things about the United States organization is they let little girls who have had a state title previously return the next year as a regional title if they choose. Tonight, Grayson and Cagney have both decided to do that, so we're going to give them their new crown and sashes. Grayson is now going to be Little Miss South Atlantic.
And our preteen Tennessee, Nevaeh Lawson. All right. And our preteen Southeast region, Cagney Bennett. That's Cagney Bennett, ladies and gentlemen. And our Miss Junior Teen Tennessee United States, Emma Kahn. And our Miss Teen Tennessee United States, Sarah Ward. And the Miss Tennessee, United States, Paige Glass. And our Miss Woman Tennessee, Monica Hancock. And Mrs. Tennessee, Chalet Devota. Miss Tennessee, United States, Blakely Bays.
And let's give them all one more round of applause. In case you don't know, every one of those ladies made top 10 or top 5 at nationals. So we are so proud of them.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. I want to take this time to thank some of the volunteers and staff who have worked tirelessly to bring this all together for you here. I'll tell you what, it's always great to work with Summer. She does a great job, and her whole staff. We have the Miss Tennessee United States staff. Brittany Eskew is the executive producer. Kaylee Schwab. Summer Wilson, your executive director. Stacy Anderson, Trevor Lane, Melinda Bartow, Tyler Frederick, and the Miss Tennessee staff. Our live social media, Gracie Gibson and Shelly Nipper. We'd like to thank our official photographer, Goodwin Photography. And we also have to thank the official video production and the crew here at Country Tonight Theater. Y'all give those gentlemen and ladies a big round of applause as well. Great venue right here. Probably got a show tonight around 8 o'clock if you'd like to see that. Couldn't have done it without any of these people we just mentioned right here. So thank you so much, and thank you guys for being here. Now let's welcome back all of our delegates for the moment we've all been waiting for. As they make their way back to the stage, we'd like to thank the Country Tonight Theater and all the staff here and their fabulous crew that's been so incredible to work with for helping us put on this fabulous event. Big round of applause, Country Tonight. Y'all give them a nice big round of applause. Great venue, great staff, sound, lights, everything. Perfect. Now, all Ladies Crown will be competing in their national competitions in July 2017. Tonight, we'll be crowning 10 Tennessee title holders. In addition to winning the state titles, there are a few more well-deserved awards we'd like to present tonight. Although very well-deserved, these awards have no bearing on the delegates' final score. First off, we will begin with the Congeniality Award. This award goes to the delegate who has exemplified caring, teamwork, and support, showing a warm and friendly attitude not only toward her fellow delegates, but also to all those working behind the scenes. These awards are voted on by their fellow delegates in their division. And our Little Miss Congeniality Award goes to Mila. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. You gave me the wrong one. Oh, gotcha. Our little miss goes to Kendall Davis. And our preteen Miss Congeniality goes to Jolie Morgan. And our junior team goes to Emmeline Hamer. And our Teen Congeniality Award winner is Lainey Millard. And our Miss and Miss Woman Award goes to Bailey Griffith. And our Mrs. Award goes to Brittany Redden Hoyner. And our final Congeniality Award in the Miss category goes to Whitney Stroop. And our next award category is our Photogenic Award. And the little miss goes to Shayla Bedman. Photogenic in the preteen goes to Kinsey Evans. And our junior team division goes to Tatum Ellis. And our Photogenic Award winner in the team division goes to Abby Dalton. And our award in the Miss Woman goes to Bailey Griffith. In the Mrs. division, that award will go to Kristen Moyer. And our last photogenic award in the Miss category goes to Sarah Yarborough. All right, now for our interview award winners. And the Little Miss goes to Mila Walker. And the preteen division is Jolie Morgan. And the junior teen division goes to Leanna Marcy. In our teen division, that award goes to Lainey Miller. In our Miss Woman division, interview award goes to Ashley Ingram. In the Mrs. division, that award goes to LaShawn Matthews Dixon. And our final interview award in the Miss division goes to Rainey Leslie. And our next award is for sportswear and swimsuit. In our Little Miss division, Mila Walker. In our preteen division, Brooklyn Pettigo. In our junior teen division, Emily Helton. And in our teen division, Blakesley Bassett. And our Miss Woman division, Bailey Griffith. In our Mrs. division, LaShawn Dixon. And our final award in the Miss category goes to Sarah Yarborough. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude tonight's ceremonies with the crowning of our 2017 state title holders, we remind you to please do not take photos or videos of the winners at this time. And no one will be allowed on stage after the crowning, so our pageant photographer has the opportunity to get the winning photographs. We invite the parents of the 2017 queens to wait on the side of the stage for photos with your daughter. Please respect the winners and official photographers so all necessary professional photos can be taken. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the moment we've all been waiting for. The judges have cast their final ballots. Our auditor has tabulated the points, and I know you guys are anxious. I'm anxious. I've been watching this too, just like you guys have. So we're all anxious to learn the results. So they're coming, I promise. Anybody got anything they want to say while we're... Oh, I done opened it up now, hadn't I? How about a big shout out to Taylor Swift? She got some fans here today. You're not going to be doing anything at 8 o'clock. I think the Country Night crew and cast would love to have you here if you're going to be in the area. I haven't seen the show because it just opened up Thursday, but I heard it is fantastic this year. Got a lot of friends in this show, and we'd love to have you come and visit them. I know they would love to see you. Definitely love to see you. How many seconds are in a year? What was it? No, that's in a day. Get you. I wanted to see I fooled you. I wanted to see what it was in a year. And yeah, he was pretty. Remember that though. 860-something thousand. Is that what it was? 860. Yeah. I need to go back to college, I guess. Figure that one out. But all the ladies, I tell you what, I have a different view up here than you guys do. They've done a wonderful job from my view up here. They've done fantastic, and I'm glad I'm not tabulating anything because I couldn't do it. Yeah, I don't want to be on that end of that. That's for sure. We're just making you guys wait because we felt like it. Look, they're looking at me, shaking their head no. Yeah. It's hard to tabulate that stuff. Maybe the one that tabulated the 86,000 seconds in a day could tabulate it. That's pretty quick. That's real quick. 86,000 seconds. Or is that what it was? 866,000? You don't even
Apparently remember. It's common knowledge, but I'm not that common.
I'm not that. I must be common because I don't even know that at all. So. Well, she's diligently writing.